tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hi everyone, welcome. We're talking New York Fashion Week. I'm your host, Mina. You can find me on social media at Mina Makes Magic on Twitter and Instagram. And here we have...
I like that. Mina Makes Magic.
I know, it's magical.
It's so magical.
I'm Serio. Thanks for watching, guys. You can follow me on Twitter at Serio.
And I'm loving this song. Great song, right? Zoolander.
Don't do it.
What's up, guys? I'm Jessica Caroll, and you can find me at Jess Caroll TV on all social media platforms. And unfortunately, Michael could not make it today. He's jet-setting off somewhere.
I know.
So it's a women panel tonight, but he will be back next week, so we'll get the men's perspective next week.
Yeah, this week...
All girls, which is perfect for Cosmo.
And we even decided to bring in some Cosmo mags.
Yeah, it would have been perfect if you were here because he needs to read up on these. But we'll
read up on these
save
articles.
these for him for next
Who do
time.
we got? We got Carrie Underwood, of course, the Kardashians.
The Kardashians twice. We have Kim.
I know.
And then...
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. We're missing Ashley Graham,
I know.
which they actually talk about in the episode, how she actually...
Has one of the best-selling magazines for
this
Cosmopolitan.
year.
Yeah.
I thought that was like really interesting.
That
was
is
exciting.
interesting.
As a plus-size model for her to like do that.
Yeah.
That's making waves.
They're gonna bring her back.
But yeah, this a rack and also the rack of hangers. You know, the clear hangers.
Yeah. There you go.
So many references there. But yeah, this episode was so important because it marks the ushering in of the new editor-in-chief, and I'm not gonna butcher her name. Her name is Michelle Promolyko. So
that was a good attempt.
Yeah,
that was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
So Michelle, we haven't met her yet in the episode, but we do see her in the episode later on, but we haven't officially been introduced to her. Everyone seems to be going a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
How would you guys feel if you were in this industry and you had a new editor-in-chief? Like, what would your reaction be?
I would say based off of my life right now, I would probably be petrified because I don't have a lot of experience.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd be one of those people that would thinking that she's going to be leaving. But as I see her, like, later on and that she's going to progress in this season, I think that she's going to be very welcoming and warm to all the current Cosmo employees.
Right.
Like we said, we didn't see much of her, but from the way she looks nice. And I just, you know, in my opinion, if you love your job and you're good at your job, then that's going to come across to her, and hopefully they'll keep her around. But, you know, you want to make sure that you're the first person to work and you're the last person to leave, kind of thing. Like, you got to prove to her that you want to be there and you want to stay. But I'm excited to meet her, hopefully next episode. Yeah. And I think it's just... But you can tell everyone is on edge. I mean, even Leah, she lost her voice.
I know.
Yeah.
By the way, I love her. Like, we really got to know her this episode.
Yeah.
And her hubby, Hubba
That down. Loved him. I love their
so
support for each other.
sweet.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm really starting to enjoy the characters.
Me too.
Yeah, definitely. And I love how she can balance all these things. She's a mom. She is such a huge asset to the company. Joanna Coles at the end of the episode tells her, you know what, I can definitely see you becoming editor-in-chief. So it was a huge compliment, and you see her getting emotional too, because in the first episode she seemed very, you know, put together, gathered. We didn't really see a lot of her personality, and now I feel like we're seeing a very multi-dimensional person who has great work ethic, is a mom, balancing that too, has a husband, you know. She's, like, doing it all in Manhattan, and, you know, her friend even says she's one of the only friends I have in Manhattan who's a mom.
Yeah.
Because how do you balance that in, like, in New York City? I mean, New York is New York Minute, everything is so fast-paced.
Oh, yeah, New York's a go-go place, and she's in this... She works for an amazing company. She's a hard worker. You can tell she loves her job, and... She's a great wife and an amazing mother, and it was so cute when she was, her little son comes into the kitchen and is like, do you want to feed the puppy? And he starts eating the dog food.
No, I was
She's like, no,
don't do it.
Don't do that. But
Yeah.
And you know what else that really stood out to me is you can tell their family is so strong because she even said her and her husband bring in about equal amounts of money.
50-50.
50-50, which is, you don't hear and see a lot of. And I just thought that, wow, that is the ideal partnership, like hashtag goals, because you want a partnership should be equal, and that's probably why they support each other, because they have their own worlds at work, and then when they come home, they support each other, they love each other, and they have this great kid. So I just, I love her.
that. And you can almost tell, like, when she says that, because she doesn't want to feel like she's not bringing in the same amount. Like, for her, it seems as though it's very important for her to be an equal and to, you know, keep it up and, you know, do everything.
Yeah.
So I really admire her work ethic, and she seems like such a go-getter. Everything is, like, she seems so organized and everything is put together, and I love that about her.
And we even saw that she cares so much that she actually brought Joanna into her office and was like, I'm nervous. And she was so real, and she opened up, and she even got teary-eyed. Joanna was like, no.
I don't do tears.
I don't do tears.
I don't do tears.
But that just proves that she loves what she does, and being successful she values in her own life, and so she doesn't want to leave.
I respected that conversation a lot, and just like Joanna on a whole other level of why I would love for her to be in my life yet again. She's just so supportive, so helpful, and gives the best advice for people who are trying to not like be her, but to emulate her in some way and like have that career that she has. And I hope that with each character, we see what we saw in Leah today throughout this season. Because I want to learn about all the characters in the way that we learned about Leah today.
And it's going to be so hard for someone to come in and fill in those footsteps. Joanna Coles, because she's such an amazing leader, because she's loved, but at the same time, she's so stern, but she's still, and she even says at the end of the episode, it's not tough love, it's firm love.
I love
tough
that.
love is for drug addicts.
I love that.
So
I wrote that down too.
She's so funny. Like, she has, you know, this funny sense of humor, but she's still very stoic. And she's supportive, and she knows how to be a good leader. I love that she, you know, advises one of the girls, Tiffany, be kind. It's important to be kind. But I was going to switch gears a little bit and, like, let's talk about New York Fashion Week, because, you know, temperature's rising. It's getting a little heated. We see Cristiano Ronaldo, like, in the beginning for a little bit. He's one of the fashion designers who's actually from Project Runway. I don't know if anyone in our audience remembers him from that show, but he was one of my favorite contestants because he has amazing designs. And then we also run into a bunch of other people, including Ashley Graham. Who was one of your guys' favorite cameo appearances at Fashion Week?
In Fashion Week in this episode?
Yes.
I mean, I like Zach Posen personally.
I
love his designs and everything, so he was great. And I mean, he didn't make an appearance, but I wish he did. I love Michael Kors.
I was going to say that.
And so when Joanna mentioned that she went to his show, I was like, man, if I could have been a fly on that wall.
I know,
that's
what
who
I was saying.
I would have loved to have seen.
I wish that they followed her at that show. I love Michael Kors. I would have.
I feel like we're talking about the Project Runway cast now, because I was going to say I love Nina Garcia. Yeah. But, okay, cool. So they keep talking about how they mentioned how nail art is huge later on. Like, that's one of the trends they gathered from Fashion Week, which I thought was interesting because I didn't think people paid attention to that as much anymore, other than, like, what, matte nails.
Well, and I feel like nowadays it's all about the chrome nails.
The chrome nails?
Like mirror nails.
Mirror nails. Like, literally it looks like shiny mirrors on your nails, which is so cool. My nails have, like, nothing on them right now.
My nails are awful right now.
But I love the chrome nails. But that was interesting that they said nail art. I feel like nail art was a few years ago. But they might be talking about more the designs. Like, people are actually putting full-on, like, rhinestones and jewels on your nails. Like, that was a big trend.
That's what I was noticing. I noticed two celebrities, because Demi Lovato did it for the Grammys. It's those, like, rings, and they put, like, literal, like, little tiny hoops in their little acrylic nail. Like, that is a thing. So I know it's coming back, and there's this, like, super popular nail salon in Beverly Hills that people go to, and that's, like, what they specialize in.
That's crazy.
These
I know they
diamond
I know they have the
encrusted.
Swarovski crystals that they place on there. I'm like, but it's only gonna last you so long. If you're a celebrity?
I mean, they would know. This is the things that they have to talk about.
You know, to be
day
honest,
in and day out.
I kind of wanted them to talk more about the trends
Right.
that they noticed. You know, I forget who's the actress's name, and she said they were wearing lots of layers. In the show.
Who was that? Oh man,
I'm gonna totally forget the name.
Oh, she
Alyssa
was,
Milano.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
She had the most beautiful dress on. It was
She
like a
did.
sheer thing with like a floral pattern
Right.
up top. So beautiful.
And she was the one kind of talking about the trends that she noted during the show, and I wanted to hear it from, you know, Tiffany and Joanna. So I was like, okay, I want to hear more about this, less about, you know, how stressed out you are and how exhausted you look.
Right.
Although I'm sure that they are exhausting.
Yeah.
But I also, her hair was super short. It looked cute.
It was really
looked
nice,
really
especially
cute.
when you wear something that's really high up and has a lot of patterns here.
Sure.
It looks so much better when your hair is either pulled back,
Yeah.
or if it's short
Short.
to offset like everything that's going on right here.
Yeah.
So it was a perfect pairing for her.
And
Definitely.
even Tiffany had her hair up in a little bun. I
Yeah.
loved that look.
I
Yeah,
loved her
that
outfit
was
when she
cute.
went to that fashion.
And
Yeah,
speaking of Tiffany, we should talk about Tiffany because
Definitely.
we saw a new side of her this episode.
yes.
Oh my goodness. I was like, this is literally the Devil Wears Prada now. This is like, you're not even Miranda Priestley, and you're acting like Miranda Priestley. So I thought, you know, the stress was definitely getting to her. That was my opinion. And I thought, like, you know, I understand wanting to have clear hangers and wanting to have things in a particular way. It might have been one of those things where it was the final straw and she just kind of got frustrated. But at the same time, like, I don't think she managed that really well. It was a little excessive how her attitude was very sharp and biting.
Yeah. It was sharp and biting, and I feel like after she talked to Joanna, she kind of realized you need to have more, what did she say, firm love. But
Yeah.
also, in the first episode, we learned how particular she was about the hangers. So as your assistant, the minute you get a new piece of clothing, don't keep it on a black hanger. You know, like, that's just something that should be, like, ingrained in her mind already. And I know it's something like, maybe, you know, for us, like, okay, black hanger, whatever, get over it, Tiffany, she'll change it out later. But because it means so much to the person you're assisting, like, you should just immediately switch the hanger. Like, I think that should just be, like, you know, like, I used to work for an entertainment company, and she wanted her coffee like a certain temperature, and I got to the point where it was like every morning I just knew, you know, when to serve it, how to serve it, and it kind of just became second nature to me.
Right.
So it's just like little things like that, you know, you should just learn.
Paying attention to the details.
Yeah.
I get it. It's just the way she communicated it. It didn't have to be that abrasive. You can communicate things and be assertive without being aggressive.
Right.
And I felt like it was more aggressive than assertive, and there is a fine line between that.
That's very true.
But what did you think?
No, I mean, I agree. I think that her assistant should have known. This is just a pet peeve. I don't even know if it would be a pet peeve of mine. Just when people say the line, but you're my assistant.
Oh, yeah.
That just really itches me the wrong way. It's like, we get it. You have an assistant, like, that's how powerful or successful you are, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think there's a different way to say it, because, like, they're just trying to learn and, like, eventually become you or something of that status. So I don't like that line. So she kept saying it, and I was just like, Tiffany,
Cringe.
stop it, please.
Yeah.
But the hanger thing, I get it, because they were even in the room.
Right.
It's just it's stressful on everyone.
But
Like, I
that's
don't even know
exactly
what
what
Fashion Week is like, but I just feel like it's stressful on
Yeah.
everyone. It's crazy. But also when Deandra tried to come in and just talk to her and just let her know that, hey, maybe she needs to, like, dial it back a little bit. As a friend, I was like, I would have found that very respectful, and I would have listened to her, but Tiffany took it to a whole other level.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what she ate for breakfast that morning. But
And you know what, you brought up a really good point, is I'm someone that I think communication is so important. So if you notice something that you don't like, I think you should bring it up. Although the way Deandra did it, I think was also very ballsy of her. I think she kind of could have been like, hey, what's going on? Like, are you stressed out? And
She did that.
She did
Yeah.
do that, but then she kind of turned and almost started teaching her, like, you know. And I don't know, I just think that in those situations, just continue to peel the onion and get rid of the layers until Tiffany reveals how she feels.
Right.
But I do appreciate her going and speaking her mind, because you don't want to just sit back and let her continue to do that, because then it's just going to get worse and worse and worse.
Right. And I think I actually would argue that the way Deandra approached Tiffany about her managerial style was great, because what she did was this tactic that I love, where she was pointing out what the issue was, but then she would offset it by saying, but you're a really great and dominant personality. So she would do this thing where she would tell her what the issue was, compliment, issue, compliment. And then at the end of it, I was like, yeah, that's pretty fair. And then Tiffany says she had the nerve to judge me. So she definitely took it personally, and I get it, because she's her equal, and to be told something, like, sometimes people don't react positively to criticism.
Right.
I get it. It's tough. But if you're going to dish it out, you should be willing to take it, especially if it's by someone who's, you know, looking out for your best interest and trying to, like, help you. So.
For what you said about, you just said it, with Deandra, like, turning. I felt like Deandra turned a lot in this episode. Not only with Tiffany, but also with Evan. And that whole situation that happened. Because, like, girl, let's be real. She was totally fine with, like, being just friends and casual with him when it came to, like, his first day. But then his second day was a little shaky with this new girl.
Right? And, like, let's be real. Danielle, right?
Yeah.
He's a fitness trainer. He's gonna be doing fitness moves in the office. She was like, what is going on over there? He was doing, like, bear crawls. Like,
I know.
it's like your typical workout move.
Yeah. And I remember saying I totally called it, but I actually ended up being wrong, because my prediction from last week was there's going to be a new girl in the office, and Evan's, like, there's going to be some competition, and there's going to be someone going after Evan. And I thought I was right, and I was like, told you guys, called it. But I was completely wrong. And I don't think there was anything wrong with what Danielle did. That's her job.
Yeah.
That's her job. And for, you know, you could see the possessiveness in Deandra's eyes.
I don't think you're wrong, though. I think you're onto something with... There could be something more, and maybe in later episodes. They just like let it marinate right now, but I feel like later on.
And even from, like, a reality TV perspective, no one develops a love line or like some sort of, like, love relationship without being like, oh, what obstacle can come to complicate this relationship? And then there's a resolution. I mean, that's how reality TV works. So there is a storyline. There probably is going to be and you know, something there.
We don't know Danielle very well, but the fact that Deandra is a little controlling, she likes to know. Someone made SpongeBob. Like, someone mentioned, it was actually Evan who was like mentioned SpongeBob or something, like have you guys ever seen the memes that SpongeBob's like, I feel like Deandra's like, where's Evan?
Oh my gosh,
he's like the
so
SpongeBob.
True. She creepily just like walked, like, who does that?
So I think that's going to kind of like give this kind of like encourage Danielle to be maybe a little more flirty, and you know, if she has any jealousy or competitiveness in her body, she's gonna be like, ooh, I kind of like, you know, messing with Deandra.
I don't think Danielle. I didn't get that impression from her, but
She's
we didn't see a lot of her.
senior editor of the fitness
because it seems unprofessional for her to do that. So I don't think she's gonna do that and mess with.
Let's hope not.
Mess with Deandra like that. But at the same time, Deandra did deny Evan's lunch request, and she's battling. She's like facing a battle within herself where she's like, I really care about my job. My job is my priority. Oh, but Evan's so hot, and I really like him, and we have great chemistry. So I wonder, like, how that's gonna play out in later episodes, because you can just feel the tension there, and just when Evan, like, is talking to his friend in his apartment about how he likes her. And he's like, but I really don't know anything about her.
I know.
But it was still, so like,
she
endearing.
Could be a little crazy.
And then
don't know.
The friend was like, well, she probably has great sex tips. And he's like, yeah, I gotta bring my A game. Like, whoa.
Ready thinking about that, obviously.
Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
Brings it to you.
I feel like every one of these magazines, like, sex
hot
is the biggest.
sex. Yeah,
it's
so
always
funny.
like one of the
So
biggest
sexy.
things. Yeah.
Go for it.
This is why we love Cosmo.
Fashion.
How to talk
it's
dirty.
Always entertaining.
It's always good. Although when Deandra and Evan were walking out after his first day, or was it his second day?
It was his first day.
First day.
Yeah.
It was awkward.
It was so awkward.
Am I right? Did you guys feel awkward? She was like, "Yeah, I'm walking uptown." He's like, "Oh, okay, I'm heading this way too." I felt like it was just. I felt awkward.
I felt so awkward. I just feel like she.
But he said,
I felt
walk out with me.
He was like normal and fine and trying to be. He wasn't being like super flirty or anyway. He was being like a genuine friend, I felt like. And I felt like she was like, I'm not about you anymore. Let's just, and then the next day was like complete opposite.
Yeah.
Don't even know what came over her.
Yeah. I don't think he was being a friend, because even when he greeted her in the first
he
meeting,
wasn't being awkward.
he gave her a kiss.
Yeah.
And no one else a kiss. He gave Tiffany a hug. Like, you see him shaking hands, and then it's like, hug, and then hug and kiss. And
I just feel like he wasn't being as awkward. I feel like Deandra was just like awkward and didn't really know how to like handle the situation.
Yeah, because all eyes are on her. You know, I would be super awkward in that situation.
Right.
I would not be myself.
And she's been there longer.
Yeah.
And everyone knows, and where he really only knows her, he knows her the best, so he probably feels the most comfortable around her. Whereas Deandra's like, oh my god, the guy I'm dating just came on board. Like, this is awkward. I was like on his back when he was doing push-ups in the audition. This is awkward.
Yeah.
They're so cute together, though. I do like them together.
I don't know. Right now, I just think it's too awkward.
Yeah, I don't know anymore. I just felt like this. I don't know. Did I say that? No, I said they weren't going to last. Yeah, I'm still about that.
I still don't think they will, but I
so.
do like them together. I don't think they're going to last. I want them to last. I think they have great chemistry. I think there's a cute little dynamic.
You're just so
going
positive over
I
there.
know. And also remember, they're Earth signs, Virgo and Capricorn.
gosh.
She's back to that.
It's gonna work out.
Do those signs actually like mix well together?
They do, because they're both grounded signs. Capricorns are very career oriented, and so are Virgos. I mean, they both.
You really know your signs.
Yeah, I really do.
What's a Sagittarius?
Oh, they're super fun and fiery. You're a fire sign.
What about Scorpio?
Scorpios are very intense. In a good way. Like, really smart. And very passionate. Like, passion is what rules Scorpios. And they're one of the most emotional signs, but they don't show it. So
that's true.
They actually
You're like
hide
Joanna.
their emotions.
Don't
I
cry.
don't know what
Don't
she
cry.
is. I wouldn't know what Joanna is.
What are you?
I'm a Cancer. Yeah.
What are the characteristics of a Cancer?
It's a water sign, so very emotional. Yeah.
You a crier?
I cry at every movie. It's pretty bad.
Oh,
that's awesome. Well, I mean, if you guys want to share your signs, she could.
Yeah, we can
comment back in the.
We can do a whole analysis.
I
So
know.
just like comment with your sign, guys.
She'll comment back, let you know what the characteristics are.
It'll be so entertaining.
You know what I'm excited to see? I'm excited. I just want this to happen because they like let it on in the first episode. I really need Steven and Deandra to start their beef. I need it to happen. He cracks me up though with all of his selfies. Like in every little snippet, he's just like,
yep.
you know,
like back to camera, and he's just selfie time.
He takes so many selfies. I really need that beef to happen.
I like him a lot, but I feel like
like
he's such a Deandra hater. Like, just it's such a jealousy thing, for sure. But I really like him, and I really like Deandra, even though they're probably going to be rivals. I
love Deandra because she just speaks her mind.
Yeah.
Like, she's not someone to hold back.
But I also feel like she's diplomatic at the same time, which I respect.
Yeah, for sure.
So she's not like one of those people that are overly aggressive. I feel like she's assertive, and
she backs up her
likable.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very
I feel like
smart.
people may underestimate her, and so that's like what you think. And
because she comes across as bubbly,
Yeah.
so people probably don't necessarily see her as like, because you know how earlier in the first episode they're like, oh, she kind of had this handed to her, or like she has that relationship with Joanna. Well, why would she have the relationship with Joanna? Probably because she proved herself with her work ethic
And those brows.
Yeah, and
don't mess with those brows.
So,
she could fly away.
She wakes up early to pick on her brows.
Yeah, they're literally like,
but they look great on her. Like, she's gorgeous.
She's so
she
pretty.
looks good.
You know who else I love? Adam. When he came to talk about the whole closet, and he was like, "Wait, I'm not in the closet. I'm out of the closet." And she's like, "He's gay."
Yeah,
he's like,
and
"Don't tell my mom."
like,
He's like,
I love him.
yeah, he's funny.
He's always like with his straw and his coffee cup, like.
They all had coffee. That's what I was going to say. I all noticed they all had coffee at looked so appetizing.
I know. I could use a coffee.
iced
I didn't pick
coffee.
up on that.
This is water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just water.
It probably wasn't product placement, even though they totally had that Maybelline product
You
placement.
called that out. You're
I was like,
product
how
placement.
much is Maybelline paying for this spot right now? Because, like, I have that advertising background, so whenever I see stuff in shows, I'm like, they totally are paying to be shown on
But
E!
that lip color looked great on Tiffany.
It did.
Yeah.
That purple.
Yes, and that great lash, like the original OG. Maybelline isn't supporting us right now. But
Yeah, this is not product
But the
placement.
original Maybelline, yeah, that mascara is thebomb.com.
Love it.
She was pretty much having an unboxing, like,
Yeah.
at her desk, like, ooh, and it was, like, so discreet. Ooh, I have this. I have my mascara.
Right.
Yeah.
That has to be so amazing. That would be my plus side for the
love
whole
that.
episode for New York Fashion Week. It's like the products,
Yeah.
the clothes.
And you're getting
to,
the
like,
first look
get
at
it
all the styles.
I want to hear more about. In the first episode, we met the girl who does all the beauty. Leah, was it Leah?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to know more about the beauty
Me
stuff.
too.
Yeah,
Like,
she has my dream, like, not my dream job, but, like, if I were to choose any role, she has, like, one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would probably choose between the fitness or the beauty.
Yeah, for me it would be beauty or whatever Deandra does, because
Yeah, whatever she does.
I
She
feel
just
like
gets to
she's
pop
in
champagne
everywhere.
every Thursday.
Yeah.
No big deal.
But we
Brand
did say that
development.
as you're watching the episode that we wish we got to hear more of the stories from the actual readers.
Yeah.
I
I
loved-
really liked that in the first episode.
Yeah.
I feel like they should do that in every episode because like you said, that's what makes Cosmopolitan what it is.
Right. And we
very
are the
relatable.
readers,
Yeah.
too, so it's very relatable for all the audience.
That's the
Yeah.
best part. That's the best part, being like, that's a weird story, but then being like, well, I've had something similar happen
Yeah.
to me.
I
Yeah.
loved how Evan's bro, I love the title, Evan's bro, walks in and is like, why do you have so many Cosmo magazines?
Just, like,
It's like,
everywhere.
I'm studying.
I just have to do my research.
Although I do want to know, what is the best workout for your boobs?
That's, yeah. I mean,
don't
some
know.
people, like, Britney Spears can flex her boobs. And that's, like, just a random fact. Like, she did it on Saturday
I feel like
Night
I can
Live.
too.
once.
Can
like
you? Can anyone?
I don't know how people
Flex
do
as
that.
in like guys do with their pecs?
Yeah, guys do it, but
I don't
some,
think I can
like,
do
pop
that.
singers can do it. Yeah.
I just know
it's
the
so
only
weird.
move to do for your boobs is when you go like this.
Oh.
And you go up and then
And
you
that
go
works
down.
this
And it
area
apparently
out.
like
Yeah.
makes them perky.
Ooh.
Kids.
You can get plastic surgery.
So you see girls doing this? Now you know why.
Now you know why. It gets them nice and perky.
Michael would be
Never knew
loving
that.
this conversation right now.
She clearly reads all the Cosmo magazines.
No, my mom told me.
Oh, Mom.
But yeah.
So what do we think is going to happen next episode? I mean, I think it's time for some
Predictions.
predictions.
Yeah. I
Your
definitely
AfterBuzz
think so.
TV predictions.
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to reiterate what I said. I just hope that we get a glimpse into each character's life like we did with Leah in this episode. I really hope Steven and Deandra start to go head to head. I need a little drama in this. Like, I need a little bit to be like, And then I also would just love again for there to be the readers' little moments that they have to talk about, like their awkward dates or whatever else there is to talk about, bad sex moves,
Yeah.
bad hair, like if something crazy happened, just like a little insight on the real people in the
Yeah.
world.
I agree.
That's what I would like.
I think that there's going to be more tension between Evan and Deandra. I think it's going to continue to get awkward.
Yeah.
And I think...
Are you saying that just because you're obsessed with Evan and you're like,
No,
you're just like, I want
She's
Evan
not.
for myself. I hope it goes terrible with the
I know, last episode I was a little Evan crazy, but you know, this episode, I do like them together. I just think that either they need to get over their awkwardness and realize, like, yes, we're coworkers, we're dating, or they need to separate, which might even be more awkward, to be honest. So I just think they need to figure out their stuff.
I mean, Matthew Hussey, according to, you know,
Yeah.
the teasers or whatever.
He's coming.
But he's coming.
For
and
you.
He's still, for me.
Like
Yes.
he's coming in the episode
Oh, no,
for you.
I mean, I would love to hear that. Matthew Hussey is coming for me. No, because I love Matthew Hussey. We both do.
Yeah.
You get his emails. I mean,
get his emails.
everyone loves Matthew Hussey.
I do want to see Evan with his shirt off a little more, though.
A little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like he should do one of the cover. Like he should be photographed.
Yeah.
That's what it should be about.
Have we ever had a male on the cover of So Cosmo?
I don't. don't think so.
Or Cosmopolitan, I mean. I don't think we've ever had one.
Think so. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Or have we ever had two people, like a guy and a girl, possibly?
I don't
Male
think
and
so.
female?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That would be interesting.
Google it.
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah.
If
Get back
anyone
to
knows,
you.
please let
We'll-
us know.
Yeah.
We'll do our research, but if we have any, like, super fans out there of
Yeah.
Cosmopolitan magazine, let
Totally.
us know.
What
Yeah.
do you think's gonna happen?
I really want to see more of Michelle from Malaiko and see what she's like.
Get to know her.
What do I think is going to happen? I don't know, but I love the whole thing that Joanna Coles was saying about having PTSD from New York Fashion Week, because I think we might see one of the characters break next week.
Tiffany.
Well, someone's gonna break. Well, the
We're
way
both like,
Tiffany ended last episode, she sounded like she was like on a better note. But I feel like what she was telling Joanna Coles was more like sugarcoating how she actually was.
Yeah.
But I think she wasn't doing it intentionally. I think in her mind, she thinks, no, I'm being firm. But she doesn't realize how it comes across.
Yeah.
Because she's so stressed. And it's so normal for when you're stressed out to take it out on someone or to be extra.
Right.
You know,
know.
who could break her assistant?
Yeah.
Tiffany's assistant.
I would not want to be Tiffany's assistant. Even though I think Tiffany is, like, super on top of everything, I feel like if this was my first job in the fashion industry, I would want someone who could kind of, like, you know, be firm, like Joanna Coles. Like, I would want Joanna Coles.
Yeah, I'm
like,
pretty sure
let's
a
be
lot
real.
of people
Everyone
would.
would want Joanna Coles. Or even Leah. Like, I would love to have Leah. Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Well, let us know what you guys predict for next episode.
Yes, you can let us know in the comments section below. But that pretty much wraps it up, and I'm so excited that we talked about New York Fashion Week because it's super exciting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tune in next week, guys.
And then where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Mina Makes Magic on Twitter and Instagram.
And you can find me, Sarah Serio, on Twitter at Sarah Serio.
And you guys can find me at Jessica Caroll TV. Michael will be back next episode, and we will see you all on next Wednesday for episode 3.
Stay so Cosmo.
Cheesy. Just kidding.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.